The height is the problem. There, I got him. Boy, he drove that one in deep. Let go. Yeah, it's a nice little weapon, quiet, efficient, and it's fun to shoot. And if it's legal where you are to own, I think you would really enjoy one. But whether you use a blowgun or whatever primitive tool you go with, bow, whatever it might be, take heed that I know a gentleman in McCook that had trouble. He had an SKS semi-automatic rifle, and he had 1,000 rounds of ammunition. You could say he was kind of ready for the war, whether it was China coming at him or whether it was our own federal government. Needless to say, he was a good old boy though, no criminal record. He'd been ex-military, but his neighbor didn't like him. Now 1,000 years ago, if they didn't like you, they just yelled witch, and they burned you at the stake. Today they yelled terrorist, and here come the cops. Don't even need a search warrant. They just bust into the place, and they take his gun, his ammunition. They were legal, but they took them. Well, he got a bit belligerent, you think? And so they said, you're nuts. So they sent him to the nut house for a week in the state institution to be tested. That's right. End of the week, they said, you're as sane as anybody else, which is dangerous because none of us are real sane these days. Anyway, be that as it may, they turned him loose, thank God. But they still won't give his gun and ammunition back. They said, we're going to still hold that for another 6 months, and then we'll consider giving them back. So, number one, don't irritate your neighbors. And if you've got one that doesn't like you, try to figure out how to make him like you, or at least look the other direction so he isn't looking at you. There are different ways to twist that knob, and there are books on the subject. Be that as it may, I would also say that you might want to think about, even if you have the high-powered rifles and what have you, preparing for World War III, you might want to keep them low profile, and for just enjoying shooting, a good blowgun, maybe an old bow, old recurve bow or something, and maybe even a BB gun or a pellet gun like I have. This is McCook's Mr. Bill, just trying to keep you out of trouble and showing you a way that you might enjoy a new hobby. Rate this film.